if we brought every bit of dirty stuff to a halt and we're able to clean up all the plastic and we didn't cause any more fossil fuel burning or anything added to the atmosphere.
It looks like it's up to me to save the world, and that is not going to happen. Oh, and scuba.
Well, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. Yes, indeed. After yesterday and such, where it rained for 18 plus solid straight hours, today it is a bright and sunny day. Who knows how long it'll stay that way, but for the brief moment, at least for right now, it is bright and sunny outside, and that's a good thing. I went walkies last night, and even though I wore my hiking boots, by the time I got back, my feet were still soaked, even through the hiking boots, so yay for precipitation. Hopefully you are doing well. I slept, not wonderfully, but I slept, and that's a good thing. So hopefully you're metabolizing and having a very, very good day. That would be a very positive thing. Of course, front loading of videos. Hey, if you could toss me a like, that'd be very cool. If you could subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, that'd be very cool. If you could leave me a comment, that would be awesome. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, I would like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These literally beautiful and literally awesome people are literally beautiful and literally awesome. They help to keep me and my kitty cat and my little hamster Ghost alive. Little Ghost is still doing well. The next time he's active when I'm recording, I will drag him out so that everyone can see him and say hi. And I can't remember if I should have kept my arms up longer. I got distracted talking about my hamster and my wrist started to hurt. Hey, thumbs up for that. If you'd like to help me out without becoming, well, if you'd like to become a patron, that'd be very cool. If you'd like to help me out without becoming a patron, I have a PayPal link in the video description. And of course, if you'd like to help me out without sending money at all, I have an Amazon wishlist link with cat food on it. So if you could check that out, that'd be awesome. Front loading of videos over. Yay! Yay. Oh, on a semi-depressing front, once again, somebody that I really admired and enjoyed the work of at a younger age in the 90s when Twin Peaks was on television and I was purchasing Twin Peaks soundtracks and related media items. I had gotten the album, I think it was called Into the Night by Julie Cruz, did a lot of really good music, and she has passed away at age 65. So once again, people that I kind of grew up or enjoyed listening to their music as I got older, I don't know why that would be in quotes, but they're kicking off at even an early age. People with money and access to healthcare, and they still die. And I have no money and no real access to healthcare, and I'm trying to stay alive, and I'm reaching that point. Oh joy! But she had lupus, and I, to the best of my knowledge, do not. I think I would know by this time, so it's sad. I cried today because, oh boy, you know, it's sad when people die, but it's also that reminds you of your own mortality. And as much as I can be happy and not happy, but accepting and understanding of my own mortality, that understanding, like all things, takes continued work. You don't just set it and forget it, or you come back and everything's a ruin and oh boy, it takes the time to fix stuff. So I'll reach points where, yes, my own mortality, I fully accept and understand it. And other times I think about my own mortality and just get shots of cold terror. So, yay, it's fun being a human being. But oh boy, encroaching mortality. Just remember, everything that I am feeling, you will feel in some degree if you are younger than me and you reach my age. It's not a great age. I mean, I'm only 59, not even 60. So, it's fun being human. I have a med-manager appointment today at 11:30, so I'm going to be slightly anxious all day because of that. I had therapy yesterday, talked with my therapist, of course, and we talked about a whole bunch of stuff. I had not done any research on it, so just quickly I said, I've thought about this, that, and the other, you know, agoraphobia, And it was like, do you have this and that? And it's like, oh, no. And so, no agoraphobia, nothing like that. Just a whole bunch of other stuff. Which is good. It's a good thing. I mean, I get anxious when my routine is broken. It's not so much because I'm leaving my area. So, thumbs up. And I have another appointment coming up with the Veterans Administration later this month. So, all sorts of breaks in routine. Thumbs up for that. But yes, I had therapy yesterday. We talked about a lot of stuff. I mentioned to my therapist how one of my commenters, hi Sebastian Ferris, had asked about, is this your subconscious trying to say something through your fiction? And I brought that up to him with my understanding. Well, kind of. Well, Kitty came in the window. Kind of understanding and statement about how I had been thinking about one of my other characters who was craving peer interaction. And he laughed at that one because, yeah, I have been talking, he's wanted me to use narrative therapy where you rewrite stories to change things to help yourself adapt to situations. And he has been saying, you should write about your situations. Well, my subconscious has been way ahead of that, and for quite some time now, I have been fully aware that a lot of the stuff that I'm working on with my project is ways for me to deal with grief and mourning and loneliness and loss and abandonment and fear of encroaching mortality and all of these things. Yeah, my cryptid stuff I've talked about. This is searches for identity. I have other characters, yeah, it's a fear of encroaching mortality. And then with Henrik, it's, trying to become part of the community. Utak, with my craving peer interactions. Yeah, the stuff that I do with my characters, my subconscious is on top of this. It knows exactly what to do. My conscious mind and understanding of it comes up later. That's why when I was walking, I literally stopped when I was thinking about Utak and then said, oh, he's craving peer interaction. And it was like, stopped and laughed because I finally understood what my subconscious had been working on for some time. Ooh, my heart just did a rhythm change. Yay. So thumbs up for that. It's good at least to have understanding. And yeah, I'm at least able to use my subconscious to help myself work through these things. And that too is a very good thing. Thumbs up for that. Let's see what else I have on that. Oh yes, because, well, I already talked about walkies. I enjoy walkies. I enjoy walkies in the rain as well. I don't enjoy the bad part about getting wet feet, but I don't mind my feet being wet. I do mind that that's lowering the lifespan of my shoes by getting them soaked in the water and then they dry and all that. That part's not great. I do mind that I'm less comfortable, but I don't mind the, hey, it's raining, it's wet, there's water falling out of the sky, I have to walk around to make sure I'm not splashing through deep puddles. That's nice. It's good to go out on walkies. They're urban walkies. I'm a city boy. The closest I've come to living in a non-urban area. When I was born in, there's Washington State, and up in the very, very corner of Washington State, because it's split into 3 pieces, and there's a big peninsula, right up here at the edge with the peninsula out here is where I was born in Bellingham, Washington, just below the Canadian border by about 30, 50 miles, something like that. I can't even remember anymore. But it's about 120,000 people now. It was around 40, 50,000 people when I was born, so it wasn't big, but it wasn't tiny either. But where I was born, my grandfather had built the house that I grew up in, and my grandparents raised me. But on the corner, it was one house, ours, huge yard. And the other corner house, huge yard. Other house, it was just like that, huge. I mean, the way they build houses now, there would have been about 4 houses on the lot that our house was on, and it was like that for every house on that corner. And there were just huge fields. And at night, when I got older, I and some of the others would go off into the woody, creaky patches and catch frogs. By the time I was in middle school, they had turned all of the fields into box housing, the kind where if you open up your window and lean out far enough, you can knock on your neighbor's window. And so everything had been filled up, all the fields were gone, the trees were all being taken away. It was just all urbanized, and that part's sad. So I didn't grow up in a non-urban area. There was always city stuff because you just walked, well, you wouldn't walk, but it was a several block ride down to major roads. And so I've just always enjoyed living in urban areas because I'm an urban guy. I don't like living out in the middle of nowhere. I like having emergency services available as well as having other things available. And as much as I spend my 95% of my time in this room, and as much as I have social anxieties, and as much as I don't like to be around people because I don't understand how to be a people all that well myself, I still like to be around people. I still like to be around human artifacts. All that stuff makes me feel grounded and a part of things. So yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere, like I watched this one guy on YouTube, Beau of the Fifth Column. He's one of those people where your neighbors, you don't see them when you go outside. You might hear them, or if you get onto your ATV and drive for a bit, you can find the edge of their property. Ugh, I don't like that. I don't like having neighbors close by that will interact with me. But I like seeing evidence of human activity and such, so thumbs up on that. I don't know if it's being picked up. There are emergency vehicles driving around outside now. Yay. Thumbs up for that. Oh, what else do I have? I remember I was talking about my therapist. Yeah, he's pleased with everything I'm doing. He wants me to continue working on all of my creative stuff because it's been important for my mental recovery here. So that's a good thing. And with the med manager, I got to talk about the Strattera because, yeah, Strattera brings my time blindness down almost to perfect, normal time normalness. I can handle that. I like it for focus and thinking and remembering. Yeah, again, Ritalin here, unmedicated here. Strattera gets me about here, which, as I told my therapist, and it's still true, you know, I'm working twice as hard to go half as far. And that sucks, but it's better than being stuck outside the forest with no motion at all. So I just gotta buckle down and try and do extra work of concentration and focus and remembering. Unless there is another medication that will help and work better and differently than Strattera. Or there might be something with Strattera. I don't know. We'll find out when I talk to my med manager. Thumbs up for that. Yay. Oh, and then of course the joyous thing. After saying I was watching this one person this morning, Beau of the Fifth Column, climate change is here and it's bad and it's not gonna get better, unfortunately. We have reached the point in human activity where if we brought every bit of dirty stuff to a halt and we're able to clean up all the plastic and we didn't cause any more fossil fuel burning or anything added to the atmosphere, things are still going to get bad for about another 100 years. And once they do reach that point, it's going to stay at that level. That is going to be our new normal if we stop right now. And the longer that we wait, the longer it's going to be bad and the worse it's going to finally stabilize at. There is hope. I mean, they're talking about how the things appear to be, we can stop at this at maybe a 1.5 to 2 centigrade Celsius change in the global heat, which is bad, but not terrible. But in the southwest of the United States, there are now heat domes. And this is bad for everybody. Because number one, heat domes are bad. They're expecting it to be about 20 degrees hotter than normal. Last year, they had a heat dome in British Columbia. They lost 200 and some odd people to the heat in one day. This is going to be bad. And these heat domes are going to be our new normal. And one of the really bad parts about that is the heat dome is going up over Southern California as well, where they have already had to not plant about 500, well, it's a huge amount, like 500,000 acres of stuff where they would normally be planting. They couldn't, no water, huge drought. This is a problem because 2/3 of all fruits and nuts in the United States come from California, where they could not plant this year. We think food is expensive now. It's going to get worse. And this is because of increased and continued climate change. This is our new normal. It is never going to get better. And the idea of drilling more oil to burn more fossil fuels to get us through this is just going to make it worse, faster, longer. Oh joy. At least I'm turning 60 this year. I can't imagine I'll last. I'm hoping that I'll live like another 20 years. That'd be nice. If longer, that'd be even more awesome. But I don't want to have to be fighting for my life as a climate change refugee for the last years of my life. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank however many people have left me a comment in the past 24 hours. Yay, if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. And even though I count in American Sign Language, well, you've already seen how my brain works. Jesse Kospinen, thumbs up, and thank you very much. Always good to see you in the comments. We have Fisher Basham. Thank you very, very much for Basham. I'm actually not sure how that would be pronounced, but thank you very much. Confused Owl 29. Here's hoping and greatly appreciating. Good to see you in the comments. We have Trenigan 334. Thumbs up, and thank you very much. And thank you for the comment. Greatly appreciated. And JAYY, thumbs up, and thank you very much. And son of a gun, thumbs up. And no filter, no F, 2 asterisks, KS, thumbs up. And by golly, I like metal, I'll tell you. Stephen Blanchard, thumbs up, and thank you very, very much. And boy, Morrowind has books of just dialogue in it. Oy vey, it is dense. Moose and Llama, thumbs up and thank you. We have A4 Eric, thumbs up and thank you much. Marlon Wolfgang, greatly appreciated. I have to look into Skywind. We have Do Unicycle, thumbs up and thank you. Sebastian Ferris, and I've been buying more at Walmart of late, yes indeed. Stephen Blair, greatly appreciated, and I'm glad I can help. Thank you very much, everybody. Cocos, thumbs up and thank you. We have Lucas, greatly appreciated. Ben B, thumbs up and thank you very much. Cellar Door Whispers, I like that name, thank you very much. Ice Damon, greatly appreciated, and that is it. 15 people, 15? No, that's 18 people. I can count, I promise. 18 people who left me comments in the past 24 hours. Thumbs up and thank you so much. You get me out of my head and into the world and dealing with real people, if only in text and if only for a short time. Thumbs up, it is appreciated. Well, hokey smokes, I've got to get this letter from the SS Social Security Administration. I've got to separate this because it's got all sorts of stuff, but I got to get these forms all filled out and mailed in today while attempting, I can think, I can talk, to also call them, because I was calling them yesterday and same thing. The number you're supposed to call to talk to a human being sends you straight to a, hey, this thing is full, you can't leave us a message. So I gotta mail it. Hopefully it's gonna get there. It's got slightly less than 2 weeks. It should. So here's hoping. Hopefully you too can get done the things that you need to get done. That would be a very, very good thing. If you can't, survival mode is important. remember. And with the covfefe bug raging, you know the precautions you should take. Take the smart ones. Be intelligent. Don't throw your corpse on... Well, yeah, at that point you would be. But don't throw your body onto the corpse pile before you have to. We're all gonna do it eventually. Don't do it early. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And quite frankly, I do think that is a very good thing.